All right. Well, speaking about Fozzy, as a metalhead myself, when we were just talking about opinionated and arrogant fans, we just said how wrestling fans can be the same way. Well, you know now, metal. You know, if you've been your whole life, metal fans are the same way. Okay. A lot of people won't give Fozzy a chance. They're like, oh, he's a wrestler. He doesn't. Why would I give Fozzy a chance? The guys that listen to Slayer concerts and stuff. You know what I mean? I listened to it. I really enjoyed it. What would you say to the people, the guys who listen to Metallica and the Anthrax you're going to be playing with, who won't listen to your stuff? What would you say to them? Be like, give us a chance. It's good. You know what I mean?
No, I don't say that. We just keep hammering them. It's like we just keep doing great, putting on great concerts and putting on the best live shows we can. We're getting a real reputation of being a great, energetic, entertaining live band, and keep putting out great records. I mean, All That Remains was great. Chasing the Grail was better, and Sin and Bones is our highest selling record, our most critically acclaimed record. So you can't, haters are going to hate. I don't care about those people. Either they're going to give us a shot or they won't. If you don't like the band, step aside and let the people who do like the band get a better seat. And there must be something to the band. We've been doing this for 12 years, and like I said, we're going on tour with freaking Metallica. That's not. No one's pulling any favors in letting us do this. That's because the promoters and the bands want us there. So we must be doing something right. And like I said, if you keep knocking on the door long enough, sooner or later people are going to open it, and when they open the door and see, a half-naked Playboy Playmate, they'll be thinking, why the hell did I wait so long to open the door? So there you go. Fozzy's like a half-naked Playboy Playmate just waiting for you to open the door so we can come in there and rock your world.
There you go. That's a great analogy. Go ahead. Mike Chiara, you got a question?
Yeah, what Donnie said, you get...
Before you ask your question, it's like I've never worried about people who said that I couldn't do something, or people that want to hold you down. I mean, when I was 19 years old, people said, "Oh, you'll never be a wrestler. You're too small." I respectfully, respected their opinion, but I just didn't agree with it, and I didn't care. And I've been that way my whole life, and that's why I've accomplished what I've accomplished. If you don't like what I do, I don't give a shit. I really don't. I am out here. I'm here for the people that do like what I do. I'm here for the people that are interested in what Chris Jericho does and what Fozzy does, and for the true fans of everything that I do. And the people that don't like it, there's always going to be people that don't like something. I don't care. If you don't like it, then don't worry about it. Don't listen. Go away. We don't need you. And that's always been my attitude, and that's the way I feel for the rest of my life.
I love it. That's a perfect. That's a pit. If our whole country, if the whole world took on that attitude, the whole world would be a better place, a much better place. Mike Chiara, you.
Yeah, Chris, as was previously mentioned, Fozzy kind of has a different sound and a different style from other bands that are sort of in your genre. So I was wondering, what kind of inspired Fozzy's unique sound, and which bands kind of played a part in the inspiration for your music?
Well, I mean, and that's another thing too. People, like we were saying, like, what do you say to people who don't like your bands? Like, I know our band kicks ass. I know our songs are great. I know the live performance is great. So I believe in it. When you believe in it, that's when you just keep going and continue forward. It's not like there's any like, well, I don't know if we're good enough. We are good enough, and we'll go up against any band on the planet. And I say that, with the ultimate in respect and the ultimate in confidence, the ultimate in competition. And I mean, we have a different sound. We're very heavy, but also very melodic. It's like if you took Pantera and Journey and they had a bastard child, it would be Fozzy. Because it's very heavy chorus, or very heavy riff, very heavy tones, but very melodic choruses with 4-part, 5-part harmonies. And it is something a little bit different from what's going on nowadays. And I think that's why the band has done so good. And we can play with anybody. We can go on tour with Metallica or Anthrax or Slayer or Shinedown or Papa Roach or anybody in between and fit in with the fans, because if you like heavy, we got it. If you like melodic, we got it, and everything in between. So we grew up as fans of not only Metallica and Maiden and Priest and Ozzy and Sabbath, but we also loved the Beatles and Pink Floyd and Zeppelin and Queen, bands that really had no boundaries. But the difference is we also loved, those 70s bands, Journey, Styx, Foreigner, back in the day when everybody in the band sang when they were on stage. And it kind of went away from that over the last 10, 15 years. In our band, we have 4 singers, and everybody sings our parts during all of our choruses. And it just gives a little bit more, it punches up the sound a bit more, and it gives it more of it fleshes it out a lot more. We're very, we really found our sound on the last couple of records, and we'll just keep continuing to do that, which, like I said, continue to carve out this niche that we've made for ourselves.
Brandon Galvin?
Yeah, Chris, WWE, they featured Fozzy songs for pay-per-view themes. You perform live on Raw. And we've seen in the past The Rock and John Cena flex their musical talents on TV. Have you ever requested or attempted to infuse Fozzy into any of your previous rivalries to promote the band and showcase your writing skills?
No, I had to be very specific. I mean, you guys can remember the last 8 years have been, the hated heel, and you can't serve two masters when you're the bad guy. And I spent a lot of time making sure that everybody hated me, especially from like 2008 to 2010. Then when I came back last year, I didn't want any fans. As a result, you can't promote anything else because people, if you're doing your job right, people are automatically going to start hating what you're doing because they hate you. So anything that you do, obviously, they have to hate as well. So I couldn't bring Fozzy into the mix because I didn't want the band to suffer because of my wrestling character. They're two completely different things. Fozzy's never been a wrestling band. We've never claimed to be a wrestling band. It's two different entities. It's, Justin Timberlake, he's an actor and he's a singer. And when he's acting, he's, Jared Leto from 30 Seconds to Mars. Great actor and also a great singer and a great rock and roll band. When he's on stage, he's not doing a Shakespearean soliloquy. And when I'm on stage, I wasn't doing body slams and talking about jumping off the third rope. So I had to keep both separate. And I think that's the best way to do it. I'm not in the WWE to pimp Fozzy or pimp Robot Combat League. Obviously, I do these other things, and you have to mention it. But to me, wrestling has always been completely separate from everything else that I do. And I think most people know that, and it's the way I feel most comfortable with. And even though the WWE has used Martyr No More for a pay-per-view theme and use Sandpaper for a pay-per-view theme, it was always here's the theme for Royal Rumble, Sandpaper by Fozzy. It was never Sandpaper by Chris Jericho's Fozzy. It didn't matter who the singer was. It's the band. Here's the song. Do you like it or not? And the people who know who Fozzy is know I'm the singer. So there's no reason to shove it down their throats. I find that it's very contrived and it's very cheap when you have to do that.
Great points, Michael Ko. Point.
Yeah, I wanted to talk a little bit about Robot Combat League. I know you have no shortage of projects. Obviously, you're busy with WWE, and you're obviously busy with Fozzy. But what attracted you to this project, and how did you get involved?
Well, when you have a lot of opportunities coming across your desk like I do, some of them are really cool, some of them are really bad, and some of them are just completely mind-blowingly interesting. So when I heard that there was a show that wanted me to host it, and it was about 8-foot-tall giants fighting robots, how could you not be interested in that? And that's exactly what it is. I mean, the best way to describe it is like a real-life, Real Steel. If you saw that movie, 8-foot-tall giant fighting robots controlled by humans. They move fast. They punch hard. They have 2,000 psi per square punch. They can basically kill you if they hit you in the face. So we've created robots that can kill humans. And in 10 years, when they take over the planet, you'll know you saw it on the Sci-Fi Channel first.
Oh, that's great. That's a really great point. Okay, listen, that airs Tuesday, February 26th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That is the premiere episode of it. And listen, Mr. Jericho, we appreciate you coming on the show. You got anything you'd like to promote, your Twitter and all that stuff?
I think I've been promoted enough over the last little bit, man. I appreciate you guys having me on. I got a lot of stuff going on, and you guys talked about all of it, and it's always great to be back in the WWE. I'm looking forward to continuing to be here, and I'm looking forward to everybody to check out Robot Combat League. It'll blow your mind. It's something you've never seen before. It's very, very cool.
Yeah, check out Fozzy too. Mr. Jericho, we appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you for your time.